Every time I hear people on the economic right talk about the idea of redistributing wealth, I sort of laugh to myself. I'm like, what the fuck are they crying about? You know? I mean, I know what they're trying to say. But really, when it comes down to it, long story short, if it wasn't for the idea of redistributing some wealth, right, that their level or their ability to make the kind of money that they're making now would not be possible. Like some people, especially on the economic libertarian right, live in this fantasy world where they think this infrastructure comes out of nowhere. Or they think that the infrastructure should be totally 100% privatized. Yeah. It's such an awesome idea. Psych. Yeah. Let's add a profit motive on top of how much the shit costs. And it's a known little fact that whenever you do add a profit motive, the idea is to make as much money as you fucking can. And how do you do that? By cutting corners as much as you can. And a lot of times they cut corners more than they should. But I guess that's for another video, whatever. But so it's just ridiculous when they cry about, oh my god, they're redistributing wealth. Yeah, you redistribute some wealth, and it makes the system, the economy, as a whole, more stable, more robust, so you can keep making the money that you're making now. I mean, take all that wonderful infrastructure away, or you let it crumble to shit because you don't want to pay back into it for its upkeep. Then so will your ability to make that kind of money that you're making now. That'll crumble too. It's just these fuckers cry about the very thing that allows them to be so gainful as they are now. It's beyond ridiculous. I've tried to invite, or at least extend a hand where people can come on my Twitch streams and talk about it, but it seems like hardly no one wants to. Because truth be known, that many libertarians, economic right-wing libertarians, okay, they really have no way to defend their narrative. They really don't. Especially if they come up against someone like myself, who kind of knows their talking points in advance and how to rebut that shit. Say, look, dude, your shit's just a fantasy fucking routine. I mean, it'd be great if my fantasies could work out in reality, but it's just not the case for some of them, and I have to accept that. Having fantasies and delusions are fun, for your own personal mental health, but if you try to impose them onto society as if they're God's truth, or it's the way to do things, or it's the best way to do things, and it's not, you got another thing coming. Because reality is a strange thing. Sometimes the narrative jives with reality, but no matter what, the reality is going to win in the end always. And reality has shown that right-wing libertarian economics is fucking garbage, especially how they advertise it. Oh, if you do austerity and tax cuts for the rich, it's magically going to trickle down to everyone else. Just keep doing it, though. Even if it fails, just keep doing it. Do more tax cuts for the rich. Keep doing more. Stupid motherfuckers. Just keep following for the routine, for the narrative, for the sake of the holy narrative. Right-wing austerity, supply-side economics. Yeah, it really is ridiculous. So again, it's a bit of a call to action. But those who are watching this video, who are left of center, who are economically progressive, or more so, we need to really counter the narratives that have been systematically placed out there by the right-wing economic media machine, the right-wing economic libertarians, and cappers especially, those crazy lovable jokers. This is what we gotta do. Because they're selling economic poison. They think they're being clever. They're not. They're being sold a bill of goods. That's going to end up actually impacting their ability to make the kind of money that they're making now. To actually be able to, commence commerce with an economy and an infrastructure that's widespread, that's stable, that allows them to be so gainful as it is. These things have a cost. So when these jokers talk about redistribution of wealth, and it's when you really think about it, it's really fucking ridiculous. Like, dude, if it wasn't for that, you'd be far worse off. But they're so drowned in their own narrative that I've even asked a few people who identify clearly as they have the little avatar or profile picture, the little black and yellow flag, or they have it in their username. Say, hey, listen, dude, why go with an economic narrative that clearly does not work as advertised? And they've no answers for me. I even asked one dude. I wasn't trying to harass him or nothing. I was just saying, hey, look, man, can you just answer the question? He never got back to me. That must have happened to me a good dozen or so times, at least. Like, why do that? You know this right-wing economic theory is utter shit. The way it's being sold, it's utter shit. Why go with it? Are you being paid to go with it? Or are you just that delusional? Man, I really wish someone who is a libertarian, economically minded, just let me know in the comments section. I'm not gonna fucking berate you. Yes, I can be a bit of an asshole sometimes, sure. But I'm not totally unreasonable. I try not to be unreasonable. I'm not just gonna do it just to, be a straight up jackass. Now, if you're gonna be a jackass, I might be a jackass too. But seriously, if you just tell me in the comment section if you're a libertarian right wing, why? What got you into that? I mean, I wish fucking Ayn Rand was still alive today so I can ask her this fucking shit. Because really, all the videos I've seen of her and talking this, that, and the other, I mean, it's just refuted. Or at least for me, it's refutable. But of course, she died a while back. I can't do it then. So I guess the best thing I have now is to try to go after, or try to approach and talk to modern day right-wing economic libertarians. Sam Cedar from the Majority Report, he tries to talk to him too. But he didn't scare all of them off, or at least the vast majority of them. And every once in a while, one will pop on his show, but, what's he going to do, So anywho, as always, the comments section is open. I like reading all the comments, no matter what. It's what I do. Plus, it's something fun for me to do when I'm on breaks. Anywho, y'all take it easy.